I hope you catch this video for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be for our first online service at First Baptist. As you can see, this is First Baptist. You'll notice right away that we follow CDC and Michigan guidelines. You'll see that as you come through. The second thing is that if you're joining us, we're going to encourage you to bring your own mask, or we will provide you a mask, but no one is able to participate in events and services here without a mask. There are now 3 different congregations, one on Saturday, one on Sunday morning, and one on Sunday afternoon. All these congregations have to be safe and share the same space. So before the service, we have people who will check your temperature. That's what this gun's all about. And you can see this green light is a good go, but I'll show you my temperature today is 98 degrees. And so that's how the person knows. If you're 100 or higher, you would not be able to enter the building. So that's what our greeters do. They make sure that people have this, and also we invite you to use the disinfectant, hand sanitizer, or go to the bathroom and wash your hands at least for 20 seconds with soap and water. There are a couple other items. If you come over here, and if you look down, we mark that there are only certain places that people can sit on. In other words, you can only sit in the pews marked with yellow tape. And just so you understand, if you're a family, the family is allowed to crowd together because they already come in the same car, same house, etc. So I want to walk you through the building. And as you come into the service, you'll notice that pews are marked with a yellow mark. And that's the row that you can sit in. No yellow. No yellow, yellow, no yellow, no yellow, yellow. And so we'll be all spread out evenly. And tomorrow, because the projector person will be in the back right there in the corner, we ask that you don't use that corner of the pew. You just go where the yellow marks are on the back side of the pew. So our worship team will always perform behind the screen, and the reason for that is that in most of the incidences where churches were spreading or having a high number of infections, one of the correlations was there was singing, people were singing, and so we will be asking you to sing with your mask on, but we're probably going to subdue the loudness, because the more you sing loudly, the more you respire, and there's a physical aspect that as your lungs pop in singing, they can move in and out. They actually release more of what's inside your lungs. So even though that's good for your health to sing, you're going to have to sing at home, in the showers, and outside. When you're in the church, you'll notice that we're going to encourage you to enjoy the worship, but at a more melodious and lower level. So this is our last row up here, and you can look up here, and this is our last row. So if you want to sit toward the front, that'd be something you want to get into right away. And then you'll notice that the 2 worship people, or if there's 3, will always be behind the screen. And then during the service, you'll notice I'm always wearing a mask, except for one part of the service where during the sermon time, we will be, I will be taking my mask off, and you can see I'm somewhere around 12 to 15 foot from any individuals, and I won't be wandering all over the place as is my usual custom. One other thing we want to let you know is that we won't be having children's programming before church, or what we used to call Sabbath school. That children's church will take place and will occur right after the worship time, so prepare your kids that they're going to be coming to the worship time, and then they'll break out just before the sermon time, and they'll go back to their rooms for about 35-40 minutes. And that will all take place upstairs. The downstairs is off limits for use right now. It's a complicated thing for us to figure out who's using what and when. And then at the end of our service, I'm going to invite at least 4 of you to join with me. We're going to clean pews. We're going to go, if you follow me, and you can't see my friend Coach, but he is the one filming me today. He's done the clean with me at other services, so he knows all about it. At the end of the service, one person will go in the sanctuary, clean pews. One person will do the high-touch areas. That's any place that someone might have grabbed the handle. You'll notice that we leave the doors open. And then we have 2 buckets. That means one person goes to the women's bathroom and does the cleaning there, and one goes to the men's. And when you go to the men's or women's bathroom, you'll notice that there is a very clear checklist for you to follow if that's your assignment. If you're volunteering for cleaning this wing, you'll see the cleaning checklist. So it's really pretty simple. You spray stuff down, give it at least 5 seconds for the material we're using to disinfect, and then you wipe it down. Some of us use the sanitary wipes, and some of us use the dry paper afterwards. So we are looking forward to all of you joining us tomorrow in our new series on Haggai and Zacharias. Zechariah will be fantastic. It's about, the name of our sermon tomorrow is When Worship is Hard. That means when worship is difficult and it's hard to get into the space, what does it mean to worship God with all your heart and all your soul? So we want to invite you and let you know that we'll be here tomorrow at 11:30. There will not be any program at 10. And we look forward to seeing you somewhere around 11:15, 11:20. If you're a volunteer for greeting, that'll be 11:10. God bless you, and we'll be praying to see you tomorrow.